lastly, for our news, we've got an interesting one with Scarlett Johansson, of all people, is doing a Tower of Terror movie for Disney. Now, I am not immediately poo-pooing this idea, actually, and here's why. I really, really like Tower of Terror at Disney, both in Disneyland. Well, Disneyland's now Mission Breakout, Guardians of the Galaxy ride, but I actually grew up watching the Tower of Terror movie with Kirsten Dunst and Steve Guttenberg. I think there are narrative possibilities with Tower of Terror that could be really, really fun and really, really interesting, and we haven't really explored yet. Not as much as like a Haunted Mansion where there's literally 999 happy haunts that you could tell stories of, but I think there could be a lot of interesting routes that you could go here. However, I can't help but have the sneaking suspicion that Disney kind of is just like mandating this, because Disney recently, basically the only rides that they will do is something that ties into the movies or TV. Like, they won't ever do original concepts anymore. It's got to be tied into something for synergy, and it's really, really annoying. They don't do original content anymore, like not Splash Mountain. Hey, let's not talk about that one. Big Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain or Country Bear Jamboree. They all have to be tied to something, and my worry is that they feared that Tower of Terror might be getting outdated, so they're just like, let's just do a new movie, and we could tie it into that. Because as my theme park brain is going here, I've thought for a little bit that they might have a storm coming of trickiness, because as it stands right now in Walt Disney World, the Tower of Terror is officially called the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Now, Twilight Zone is owned by CBS, not Disney. So having it called Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in and of itself is like Universal having a Marvel Land. You're kind of advertising your competition while still kind of benefiting from your competition. So whether they're using this as an excuse to rebrand it, or they actually have a story possibility, or maybe even Scarlett Johansson had a story possibility, which is like, hey, I grew up loving Tower of Terror, so I want to do a Tower of Terror ride or Tower of Terror story for you guys. Okay, maybe? I don't know. This is just interesting to me. This is also, though, coming from someone that has been asking for more movies based off of classic Disney rides for a little bit. The original Pirates of the Caribbean is really, really great. And I can even have fun with some of the sequels. They're not great, but I can have fun with them. But we had for a while there, you had like Country Bears, which there's some good jokes in Country Bears, believe it or not. I know you're going to hate me for that, but there are actually some good jokes in Country Bears. Rewatch it. It's not perfect, but there's some good jokes in there. For a while there, Disney like seemed insistent of, okay, because we did Pirates, we got to remake all of our old rides. And then they just kind of fell off the wagon on that. I still think there's a lot of interesting possibilities there. You had the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion. Now they're rebooting Haunted Mansion. They're potentially rebooting Pirates. I feel like we talked about that. We're doing a Margot Robbie reboot, and we're doing a Karen Gillan reboot. Super weird. So maybe they want to reboot Tower of Terror. Steve Guttenberg's not busy. Bring him back. Why not? There's a lot of interesting storytelling possibilities at the Disney parks that I would like. And this is one of them. I'm just really, really hesitant just because Disney's track record lately with non-Marvel stuff is a little spotty. And this just kind of feels like a synergy move that I don't want to be cynical, but I'm going to be cynical that I'm not sold on this yet, but I'm not completely poo-pooing it. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about this one.